What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm just gonna do an in real life video. Well, I'm just gonna be talking about a story, and yeah, I'm not sure if you guys like this video, like these types of videos. If you do, make sure to drop me a like and comment down below if you like these videos. And yeah, let's get into it. So basically, at my house, I have like this neighbor, and he started off nice at first. Let's call him Cody. One, because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, and two, because I don't remember his full name. But yeah, so Cody, he was nice, because we used to stay away from each other, we didn't really talk. Then one day my dad introduced him to me, and yeah, we were all happy, everything was cool. But then it's like he invited me to walk around his garden, even that sounded weird because we were neighbors. But we took the opportunity, me and my dad, and I accidentally stepped on his grass, 1 foot lightly on his grass, and he got so mad at me. He was like, just never do that again, just never do it again. He was like very mad at me for no reason. Like, it wasn't even a hard step, I just stepped on his grass. He was like, just stay on the paved path, because he had a little paved path. So I was like, okay, like, chill. But yeah, nothing really seemed to happen. And then my dad got a new car. He was obviously very jealous of my dad's new car, because we saw his, and his car was like broken down. We could tell he was jealous. So yeah, he started doing pretty suspicious things. Like every time every time we would like walk away, he would like look at us meanly, like stuff like that. But then one time, me and my dad were leaving to go somewhere, so we went in the car, in his new car. We pulled up, and we were driving down the street. He was outside watering his grass, because that's all he does. Because yeah, apparently he loves his grass a lot, and his garden. Keep in mind, there's no plants, just grass and a tree. But anyways, while we were cruising down our street, we turned, because we needed to turn on a street. I saw him on our street. He was holding up the middle finger at us while we were driving away. So I told my dad that he was holding the middle finger at us. My dad was like, pfft, like, no, like, he didn't believe me. But then we needed to go somewhere again. So yeah, because we went down the street, and when we turned, my dad tried to look at the guy, because he was out in his garden again, because that's where he spends half of his time. And sure enough, he showed us the middle finger. So my dad thought that was a bit weird. So my dad didn't really talk to him. But then my dad got this new security system. It was like just a camera, because we used to not have it, and my dad thought that he got beef with us, and he was jealous of the new car. So my dad put up the security camera, and sure enough, one night, like, we were doing something, we left the garage door open for like 20 minutes. We saw him sneak in there and put gum on my dad's car, and of course he was like very mad. And yeah, the neighbor would just refuse to talk to us. He wouldn't even open the door for us. Like, if we knocked on his door, he wouldn't. We saw him through the glass. He would look at us, then just not answer. And yeah, it started becoming very serious. He did more of these so-called pranks. Like, yeah, he stole brick from our garden for some weird reason. It wasn't really that useful because we had an extra. But yeah. So my dad, he started doing like more things, like swearing more, even at me. One time I was just strolling, and I accidentally kicked my soccer ball under his car. So I went to retrieve it, and when I did, keep in mind we're neighbors, he started yelling at me and swearing at me, yeah, he was just swearing at me. So yeah, then my dad called the cops, because he was like swearing at me, and he was doing all this stuff. He was toying with our house. And yeah, so my dad called the cops, and the cops just came, and he acted, apparently I wasn't there. My dad said that he acted all innocent, like nothing was happening. But then my dad had proof because of the security cameras, and then he got in like a bit of trouble, and then he promised not to do it again. And then, that's what happened. He never did it again, but he still looked at us like, weird. Like the cops like said like, okay, like you're not in trouble, but like don't do it again. So yeah, he never did it again. And yeah, that's the end of this video. That's my crazy neighbor Cody. And yeah, see ya.